I thought it was a magician. My agent sent me this kind of hasty email, like, Armando Iannucci wants to meet you right away for the David Copperfield picture. They want you to play David. I was like, whoa, okay, wow, this is cool. I like magic, watched a bunch of YouTube videos, found a black t-shirt to wear, tight black t-shirt, and it's this thing about this Dickens story. And
I just instinctively wanted Dev to play it. I could just see him as David Copperfield. I just thought that's David Copperfield. And then I then just thought, I just want to be able to choose from 100% of the acting community, great acting community in the United Kingdom, the person most suited for each part. It's about that, really. So it's not a big, if it prompts casting directors and directors to kind of think, if they're going to do a kind of period drama, think about how they're casting it, then that's a good thing, I think, because it's for too long certain parts and certain really great parts have been withheld from certain actors.
They're all amazing. Like, Peter Capaldi for me is just a top human being. Like, he's just a really kind, he's a good soul, and he kind of is that guy that doesn't matter how busy the day is or how many last minute rewrites he's been handed, he'll stop and take note of the crew and people around him. And me having an anxiety attack, and he's a great leader, and he's a very generous individual, and he's just hilarious in this movie, super talented. And I don't need to say that, it's Peter Capaldi. Hugh, we've been promoting it out in Toronto. We had the Toronto Film Festival, and he's just so funny. Hugh's just super dry, and you forget that he's just an icon out here, because he went out and did House for so long, and I was obsessed with that for a while. And he's just a chameleon. Like, he can shift voices and accents, and his timing, it's really cool.
Sorry, what was your name?
Copperfield.
Copperfield?
Copperfield.
This is Crotwood Crosserfield.
David Copperfield.
In the end, it's about this person who has had stuff happen to him, and who's full of doubt as to who he is. And the only way of resolving that doubt is by writing down his life story the way he wants it written.
There was a lot of pressure, and then it kind of got to a point where I just had to block it out and decide who I wanted him to be. And a lot of that came from just Armando entrusting me and telling me to bring some truth to it, and embracing the comedy, like just going with the physical humor as far as we could, and somehow towing the line, because there's a lot of vulnerability in the man as well. It's about identity and someone finding their place in the world, and embracing where they came from.